Hello, lovelies. How are you today? I hope you all are doing well. I'm sure glad to see you. But I'd love to know about your days. But I'm very excited to continue our medieval building series with you today. So welcome in, and yeah, we'll be diving right in. Let me switch over to the game. May I just say, and Lynn, sorry, welcome in and congratulations on being first today. But yeah. So we've got our Cathedral of the Watcher, and I actually have some new traits that I'm planning to use for this. That is lot traits that I found online. Mira, welcome in. How are you, love? I hope you're doing well. But here's our cathedral as we left it at the end of stream last Thursday. Yes, hello, Mira. Do you have any better lighting? Not terrible. And I was able to find the CC spiral staircases and even a rose window. So I'm excited to grab that today. But yes, Mira, how are you, love? I hope you had a wonderful day. Isn't it late for you? Am I wrong? There's the... So I'm gonna take... Oh. Go down. You're fine. Hope you're good too. You're very tired, so you'll probably fall asleep. Don't take... Oh, absolutely not, Mira. Always take care of yourselves first. As happy as I am to hang out with you all, I'm even happier when you take care of yourselves. So I'm gonna replace this window with this amazing rose window that I found. I have to get BB Move Objects on real quick. Yeah, just you stopping in and saying hi makes my day, Mira. Let's see. I might need to make the floor for this top a bit taller. Well, we might be able to get it. It'll be a little cut off by the molding there. How does it look inside? Oh, that's cool. Turn off the grid. That's better. So yeah, we did this whole exterior bit. We've got the better part of the mezzanine, which is where the organ is. There. We've still got to finish up the side chapel areas and the crypt, which we'll be putting under the church. Because city churches like this tended to have crypts instead of graveyards. Mainly because of space. And you kind of had to be somebody to be buried there, otherwise you would just be buried outside the city. So, man, the rose window really does make it, doesn't it? Hold on, I kind of want to go into first person mode real quick for this. Ah, Come on. Cab. Remembering the keys here. Alright, here we are going up. Take me to church. Yeah. Just want to see what this looks like. I'm really excited about this build. Not gonna lie. I'd never lie to you guys. And hopefully, you talking to me to sleep with great music is something I look forward to. Still too early for me to use the late token, but the build has progress. Have a lovely stream. Well, thank you so much for coming in and saying hi, and thank you so much for the lurk, and I hope you sleep very, very well, Mira. Lynn, you have added a khaki blanket to your blanket fort. Enjoy. Thank you. This is like the best way to figure out like what the stained glass and everything is gonna look like. Unfortunately, the statues that I found that I wanted to download, they had a note on them that they were no longer functional. This makes me pretty happy. We might want to add another column or two underneath the mezzanine for realism. We should change the ceiling bit at the top to be a stone as well. Got little communion type stuff, lots and lots of candles. Okay. Alright. Gives me an idea of where we need to go. I wonder I can fit another rose window in the front. I don't know that I can, but it might be worth trying. I'd have to remove some columns, I think. Look for some terrain out here. Let's see, cobblestone, medieval terrain. I did get some custom terrains. Looks very magical. Thank you, Mira. Let's see, pavement, cobblestone. I think this will match. Gets pretty close. So that's an option. Grassy cobblestone, I'm sure we'll find a use for later. Oh, and real quick, I did find some lot traits that I want to use. Where is it? So we can add the graveyard trait, which would be for our crypt area. Pay respect to family and friends. I did find a church lot trait on Mod the Sims. So where did that go? Royal Castle, study spot, homie, let's see. Historic, graveyard, great soil, gnomes. Where'd it go? City Hall. There it is, church. So, place of prayer, worship, and other religious activities like weddings or memorials. Maybe remove that one, and then we can either use the natural light or the graveyard trait as well. I feel like maybe the graveyard trait is a little less. I mean, we won't use the historic trait until later in the Decades Challenge. We'll switch out some of the older buildings that we'll say have lived through things. We'll switch out for, you know, a trait for the historic trait. So we've got church, we've got great acoustics, and we've got natural light. But honestly, maybe the graveyard makes more sense. We will have the crypt that we're going to be doing under. I've already made basement. Let's see. Lot challenges, of course, off the grid. Can't have anything like that. We're not making anything cursed or grody on this lot. I could go ahead and say simple living, just, you know, for the heck of it. We can add spooky maybe later in the game. We don't need to make it haunted just yet. Maybe later, though. Okay. I want to add some more columns carefully. Unfortunately, the columns do not abide well by BB move objects. So maybe let's see. Where's the mezzanine? There. Well, definitely probably here. Copy. But you can't go in that corner. You can go in this corner, but not that corner. What is this? Corner discrimination? There it goes. That should work. Yeah, okay, there we go. No corner discrimination here. Really does kind of feel like there should be. More to support. I don't know. Medieval architecture is actually very ingenious, particularly for its time and the resources and such they had available. Yeah, I don't really want to make the aisle any bigger, so we'll just say that's enough columns on the inside. Even if, like, technically it may not have been. Like back in the day, you know? Creative license. That's what I'm going with. You know? Have a little bit of a light that way. Let's see. Where did I put the fancy stairs? We of course have a bunch of cart type stuff. Maps, tactical maps, simple pillows. We gotta figure out what kind of lot type this is gonna be. Obviously not a tiny home. Wouldn't it be funny if I called it a bar because of communion? The problem with the library is it would require having, like, computers and stuff. Obviously, with the off-the-grid, it's not like they would work. But, still. Because I want people to, like, show up to it. Museum? Maybe? Oh, wait, wrong button. Community space. Community garden, marketplace, makerspace. None of those really fit. National park. Would want, let's see. Recreation center. I mean, recreation center kind of makes sense. Obviously, it would make a nice wedding venue. What are the requirements for a recreation center? I might have to hide a bunch of stuff. Well, musical instrument, at least I already have one. Workout equipment, I would have to hide. Sinks, toilet, shower. I think the pea bush would probably count as a toilet. Games. Jungle gym. Like, what people... Let's see. Well, at least museum doesn't have a lot of requirements. And none of it would necessarily conflict. Plus, it's a base game venue type, which is nice. Bonus, in my opinion. Alright, stairs. I did find these amazing CC stairs. It looks like this one might actually need one other CC before it's functional. But as long as I download that before we start using it, it should be fine. Oh, I see. They're different heights. There. Almost. Good, it does come in a darker wood. Ah, shoot. Got it. Okay. Just make a note on what's VC. Where's a pencil? There's a pencil. RVSN. And then it'll be functional. There. That makes me feel a little better. See. Let's narrow this down to my custom content. Ooh, I actually have like a triptych, like actual triptychs. That's pretty tempting. Not gonna lie. What are the other colors? Ooh. Ah. So one that looks... Maybe in one of the chapels at least we can use. These. This is too perfect for me to pass up. Even if one of the windows is technically being blocked by a column. Who needs to know? No one. It's a you and I's little secret. Yeah, that's fabulous. Okay. Plus it gives more light. Who doesn't like more light? More light is better. Unless you're a vampire. In which case more light is definitely not better. And you should take care of yourself and your skin. Come on. There we go. They just work so nicely together. Okay, back to wall decorations. Come on. Maybe they're under art. Heraldry tapestry could be useful. I was really hoping I had something more Watcher. Oh, wait. I've got that. I've got this. We just gotta make the symbol of the Watcher bigger. Should we do red or white? I wonder if this is the sort of thing I'm meant to have on the outside. I think it is. That's okay. I can fix that. Yeah, okay, it is the one with the pipe organ skill. Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. Wonder if this is too much glass. What do you guys think? Am I doing too many windows at this point? Is it starting to look ridiculous? Maybe. Maybe a little bit. I mean, that was also kind of the style. Is it too much? Is the question. It's a whole lot of glass, and I know that was, again, that was kind of the whole deal. That's why they needed buttresses to begin with. It might be like, I might have gone excessive. I might have, it might be excessive. There we go. Okay, wait, this bugs me. The columns are not lined up. 2 out of 3 are. These ones are just slightly off. Gotta fix it, or it's gonna bug me. Maybe I'll stick statues in the extra alcoves or something. welcome in. Cray, welcome in. How are you both? I hope you're both doing well. You like it? I'm questioning the use of this gable here, but it felt like it needed something. I could make it higher, more like this. Oh, I'm glad you guys are doing well. I'm also good. Yeah, a little long day for me as well, but glad to hang out with you guys. Aw, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. It's all thanks to our wonderful custom content creators. It's only thanks to them that I can bring the vision to life. Yeah, I'm still questioning this being here a little bit. Do I make it bigger? Do I make it smaller? Smaller would be too small. Bread God, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. What are the other colors for this? Does it have... Ooh, lighter color. That might help me feel like it blends better. I don't know. Was it better the other way? Was it better darker? I'm second guessing myself. What's this? You're vibing, always just spreading love and lurking around. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. It's good to see you. We're just working on this, and I am constantly second guessing myself as per usual. Do these not work? Is it just the top bit that works? Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, I wonder. Oh, it doesn't come in any other colors. I wish it came in a lighter color. I wanted to put it like this, but it's just so jarring that I don't like it. Spades, welcome in. How are you, love? I hope you're doing well. Oh, hello. What are you supposed to be? A fireplace cap. You'll be useful later. Let's see. Ooh, this is what I need. Ugh. Oh, and we are on ads, loves, which means it's time for me to take a brief break. So I will be right back in 2 minutes to continue this build. So that nobody's missing any content and it gives me a chance to keep from getting too stiff. So I will be right back. Thanks, y'all. Welcome back from ads. If you had ads, thank you so much for sticking through them and supporting the channel while I took a break. I hope you took care of yourselves as well during that time. We are back in our Cathedral of the Watcher. And if you guys don't know, if you've never played Sims 3, The Sims Medieval, the Watcher is the deity, i.e. the player, of the Sims world. And there are religion mods that incorporate this. I'm leaning towards using the Rambunctious Religions mod, personally. And Micah, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your shocking pink blanket to add to your blanket fort. And thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. I'm just working on doing a little adjustment inside. I was thinking about making this open. Just like this. You know what might help this? I've got an idea. If only. That honestly did help, though. I think. I think it helped. These lines continue up. Couple rose windows. All right, I feel better about that now. Something I didn't consider when I put all these windows in is where the heck am I gonna put the pea bush? There are no blind spots. Gasp. Scandalous. Absolutely scandalous. Oh, wait, I think I found a blind spot. Add a couple duty calls bushes here. In the back of the church. Yep, that counted as a toilet. Ha ha ha. Waste disposal. I forgot I had these like broken wall bits. Oh yeah, we've got the rain barrel. We also have the medieval washing bowl, which we could pretend is like a basin of holy water. There we go. Coming together. Alright, let's take a look and see how this is all coming together in the first person point of view. Alright, alright. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Not gonna lie. Still gotta paint the ceiling up there. Maybe I'll replace the floor on that top bit. Okay, cool. I wonder if I can find a CC bell, like just the bell. Okay. Okay, I did have things for like prayer stools and stuff. Let's see. Does anybody know how prayer benches work in churches? Do they go in front of the pews? Are they in their own little separate area? I do not know. I have never attended a Catholic type church. Or similar. The churches I did attend with parents. Yeah, I think usually on the back of the pew in front of you. Okay, thank you, Cray. That's helpful. That's helpful. All right. Okay, so yeah, that would fit like if we just did like this. Okay, yeah, that seems to make sense. Nobles get the fancy ones, the little cushions. Of course. Maybe I should choose a smaller archway for this. There. Ooh, hey. Saintly wall sculptures. This is perfect for our chapels. Ooh, even better. Zeppy, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your silver blanket for your blanket fort. I hope you're doing well. One prayer chapel. We could put another saint on this side. I got distracted. I started doing the prayer benches and then I got distracted and started doing other things like the prayer chapels. Sometimes it is hard to keep your focus on just one thing, and I do tend to bounce around things when I build. This is whiter than my pew. This is perfect. Ooh. That fits quite nicely. I don't think it comes in any other colors though, which is unfortunate. Could change the pews and stuff to match the prayer bench. At least match it more. that one, and there's that one. Probably have too many space between the pews. I think I can fit an extra. This feels more accurate to what pew aisles are like. Like maybe the nobles have a little extra leg room. Do it like that. Micah, thank you for redeeming Save the Game. And Zeppy, I'm glad you're doing well. Let's see. Looking good. You've been lurky while eating dinner. Ooh, what are you having for dinner, Micah? Yes, we're still gonna get a crypt. I've got plans. I've technically got like a baseline out for it down here. So we're still gonna do a crypt. You had ramen? That sounds delicious, Micah. But yeah, we're still gonna get a crypt. I've just been working on finishing up this upstairs portion before we go below ground to this. But yeah, there will be a crypt. Have no fear. Ooh, you had ramen for lunch? Man, you guys are making me want to get ramen. There's actually a really good ramen place like downtown for me, but I don't have a car. I don't own a car, so it's kind of hard for me to like go and have ramen whenever I want. It makes me sad. You had pot stickers? Guys, you're killing me. All I had was a couple frozen corn dogs. You're making me all so jealous. You guys. Corn dogs sound good. Yeah, they're not fancy or anything, but easel. Let's see. I need an easel. Why do I need an easel, you may ask? Because I have set this to be a museum type lot. Because it's the best thing I could think of that would have people auto-populate. And I have the lot traits of graveyard for our crypt. Church. These are both custom content traits I got off Mod The Sims. And of course, great acoustics. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it won't let me do off the grid for a church, for a museum lot though. Shoot. What is off the grid available for? So I know what my options. Let's see. Residential, generic, tiny home residential, haunted house residential, and residential. Why is it only residentials that are allowed to be off the grid? That seems incredibly, like... It's only generic plus residential that can be off the grid. So the question is, do we leave it? I mean, everything I have in here is off the grid compatible. Bluma, congratulations on making it double-digit blankets. You really secretly earned that a long time ago. I just haven't updated everyone's blankets yet because I don't really know how. I'm still figuring Mix It Up out, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to. But congratulations on adding a pine green blanket to your blanket fort. How are you, Bluma? In my mind, you have way more than 10. The number just doesn't reflect that yet. I can help you with that if you ever feel like you wanted help. Thank you, Bluma. I'd really appreciate that. Let's see. All right. All right, so the question is now, do we leave it as a museum lot so that people can auto spawn at it? Or do we just label it a generic lot so that it can be off the grid? Unfortunately, I feel like we're gonna end up with like a lot of lots that are just labeled generic if we go that route. And there's nothing in the thing that can actually, like, is actually on the grid usable. Oh, you like the rose window? I found that on CC. It is a lovely, let me see if they labeled Amber Rose Cathedral window. Yeah, it might be better to have a lot that Sims will visit. We'll just have to make sure that we're extra careful in making sure that if we are required to have something. Let's see. I love the gruesome wagon right outside the church, don't you? Just ignore. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Yes, yes, they are. Just ignore that rose window clips into the ceiling a little bit. Just ignore. Aw, thank you guys. Alright. And as I said earlier, like, it's really all thanks to our wonderful custom content and modding community we have in The Sims that I'm able to make this vision a reality. Oh my gosh. Alright. Where'd my easel go? Zooms back into the sus wagon. Well, you know, since for medieval, they didn't spare the details for the little thing, you know. But I also got the modded trait, so we have the lot trait of a church. Church lot is used as a place of prayer, worship, and other religious activities like weddings or memorials. Graveyard lot trait allows Sims to pay their respect to family and friends. And then, of course, great acoustics. Because I got those lot traits off the Mod the Sims website. I'm sorry to say that I do not know the creators' handles off the top of my head. Alright. I feel like I need some tapestries up here. Anybody else feeling that? Like we need some tapestries. Definitely by the organ. That's funny. Ah, stop it, camera. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, guys, for that camera pan. That was awful. That was messy. Very, very messy. Off-roading at the church. Unintentional camera. Just, ugh. Maybe we can stick this in one of the chapels. Anybody know what goes into a prayer chapel? I feel like I need to look at pictures. And I need to fix my posture. Let's see. Prayer chapel, Google search. No. Like a saint. Maybe prayer chapel alcove? Prayer alcove. I don't know. They look pretty simple, actually, so that's good. Prayer stools. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Oh, too far. Ah, too big. Can I just hit the right buttons, please? I don't know. Is that better? Kind of like this one better, even though this one's technically not like a Holy Bible type. It just looks so much more like an illuminated manuscript. Potted plant or rug? Google search was vague, yeah. That's what I was getting. Oh, hey! Here we go. This will help. Candle holder. There. More candles. And then... grab another, like, holy book type. You would always see place to light candles by the alcove. That's what, like, my brain was like, wait a minute. I think I've seen this in a movie. Me, the poor girl who grew up in, like, as far as church settings go, a fairly casual church type setting of non-denominational Christian. Also known as the Barefoot Baptist with a cool website, is what I've heard. So, not that I mean, I don't attend anymore, but I'm not gonna get into that. Did they use rugs often in this time? Rugs were more of a sign of wealth, typically, to my knowledge. You would have preferred casual yourself? Yeah, no, I grew up in the type of churches that you could go to church wearing jeans and nobody would look at you twice. So, the more formal, more orthodox sects of Christianity always baffle me. But yeah, because rugs were something you would step on, they were typically owned by offs with friends or funerals or baptisms. Yeah. Maybe that corner? Is that too close to the fire? Books were very valuable at this time. Remember, printing press was not invented until the mid-1400s. The Gutenberg press, that is. So, that was another reason I liked the other one, is it looked more... like, this one looks fairly eclipsed a little, but we might be able to cover that with a plant or something. What's this? Wait! Extra pipe organ deco? We need this. We need this. I need this. How do I get it? I don't think it'll work. Maybe if I pull this, then... I don't think someone's gonna be able to traverse across that now, though. This is the problem. I mean, I could make the mezzanine just a little bit deeper. There we go. That is a statement, yeah. I don't know how medieval this looks, but, you know, creative license. That's what I'm gonna say to that. It's my build. I can do what I want with it. See if I can move this in a little bit more. I just wish all the pipes were the same color. I could switch this one. Ooh. And we are on ad break, which means it's time for me to get up and stretch and fill up my water. So I will be right back after this. Thank you guys. Welcome back from ads. If you had ads, thank you so much for sticking through them and supporting the stream. I really do appreciate it. I hope you took the time to take care of yourselves. We are back, and I think I found a swatch that works and doesn't clash with the organ too bad. So we've got the organ and then the extra organ pipe. Because this is Alfonsi Church. This is the big city church. Obviously, our little country parish won't have an organ like that. It might not have an organ at all. We will have to wait and see. There we go. Now that I don't need these next to the organ, I'm going to put them there. Wonder if I have anything for tithe. I do not. These typically were outside. We could do it like that. I wish these came in a brown, more of a wood swatch than the metal swatch we have, but we're just going to ignore and maybe even cover up a little bit using like a dresser. Let's see. What kind of dressers do I have here? Disguise it as more. Thank you, Bluma. Then just change the color swatch a little bit. There. Make it look slightly less modern as we can. I don't want to use this. It's a triptych. What if I... We've got different swatches. Not gonna lie, I really like this one. This one's also really pretty. I know they're the nature-y ones, but that feels more like if you weren't gonna have like a religious scene. There we go. This we're using as our stair up, stair down. So maybe I should make this side the stair up, stair down, and this another prayer chapel. Oh, but I can't because there's not a second floor on this side. Well, that settles it, doesn't it? Ooh, wait. Burn counter. That's not gonna fit. I guess I could shrink it. can use the full size. All right, I'm going to be adjusting that in the other prayer chapel here in just a second. Sure why this song popped up on my medieval playlist, but I might skip. There we go. Okay. That's making some good progress. Micah, thank you for redeeming Save the Game. Oh, excuse you. Excuse you. Wonder if it's gonna make me do a more traditional staircase down to the crypt. We can manage with that. I hear progress and I press button. Aw, thank you, Micah. Well, here we are with the prayer chapel. So we've got this one. It's a little fancier. It's got its own pew and a slightly nicer prayer bench. And then the Watcher's prayer chapel, of course. Isn't it? I love that triptych. I really, really do. Also, what other colors? There. Do that color instead. First, got the banners with the symbol of the Watcher. Comes in a number of swatches. I shrunk it for this one. We'll use other swatches throughout builds, I think. Okay. I heard, oh, Bluma, thank you so much for the 50 biddies. You didn't have to do that. Make sure we have some candles. Aw, well, I love you too, Bluma. Thank you. All right, I think we're getting pretty close to being done with the main floor here. I know a lot of you are really excited for me to work on the crypt. It's coming, I promise, it's coming. I thought I'd finish this stream, but we'll see. We might need one more stream to really finish this build up. Before we move on to the next medieval build, which I'm still kind of deciding which one we want to do next. So maybe I'll do a poll in Discord to decide which medieval build we'll do next. Because we do need to do at least a noble's home, if not a castle. And we do need to do a tavern. We need to do a market. We need to do at least one village area. Let's see what we can do here. Stone steps for sure. Oops. Not quite. There we go. Down to the crypt. This is more a hallway type area to access the crypt. Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead! That's right. Should I do a Monty Python and the Holy Grail watch party in Discord? Let me know if that's something that would interest any of you, all of you. I would love to know. I might look for some crypt-specific CC, otherwise I'll just reuse. I'm not dead yet! I might just repurpose some things from, like, vampires and stuff. You've never seen it, Zeppy? Well, it is a classic. It is kind of raunchy. But I watched it for the first time in my high school history class. We had to get a sign formed for it. My parents didn't care. My sophomore year. So I was about 15 the first time I watched it. So I wouldn't necessarily like rate it R, but it is a classic. There's a lot of references. I'm sure chat will end up making a lot of references to it throughout the challenge. So maybe we can look at doing a watch party in Discord because I believe it's still on Netflix. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if that's something that would interest you guys, we could absolutely do a Monty Python and the Holy Grail watch night in the Discord. And if you're not in the Discord yet, you like it? Okay. Well, if you're not in the Discord, let's see. This is the link if you would like to join the Cozy Lotus Pond Discord server. Yeah, well, it might be a good time to do a watch party for it then. But yeah, if you're not already in the Discord, do it there. That's always the first place where I will update the schedule. It's where I post my weekly schedule, which will show, I always update my Twitch stream schedule. But and I try to post my social media, but Discord is always where I'm gonna post things like, updates. I also have an entire channel dedicated specifically to the Ultimate Decades resources that I'm using, whether that be CC or historical resources I'm researching with. You promise not to spoil? We've been making too many references as it is. But maybe I'll see if I can add that to our schedule for next week. Because here in a couple weeks, I have to take a week off for a business trip I'm going to be on. So I'll probably do a little bit extra. I was already planning to do something extra for the next 2 weeks to kind of do it. Whether one of them was like a community games day in Twitch, and then maybe one of them is like a movie night where we watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So everyone is welcome. OMG Disney time? You mean for like Disney princesses, Bluma? Or are you talking about something else for Disney that I... Because we could do Disney princesses. I'm not opposed to that. I think the earliest historic setting for a Disney princess is Sleeping Beauty. And she's technically set in the sometime 1400s. You know, Sleeping Beauty, she's a little... But... Oh, for your trip. Yes, I will be going because the first day that my business trip is in California, and I get there early in the day, and the first day of the conference really has no relevance to my boss and I's business, so she's taking me to Disneyland for a day. So yeah, I will have Disney time for one day and one day only. But yes. Yes. Disney time. You are correct, Bluma. Might just do like this little privacy wall like this type here. For the stairs down to the crypt, it's just like a little stairway in the corner, tucked away. Aw, thank you, Bluma. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good. And at least I'm not gonna spend the entire conference in like the hotel where it's taking place, because when I had my company's annual conference last year, I didn't leave the hotel for like the whole time. Like on the very last day, a few hours before I had to catch my flight, I managed to like run out and like tour the Alamo, which was a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry for anyone who's a diehard Alamo fan. I love the history of it. The actual experience is lackluster. But that's just my opinion. You felt the same way when you went there? Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone. Yeah, it was just like, wow. I just felt like there wasn't enough informational signs inside the Alamo Church itself, you know? It's like, when I go to a historical site, I want to learn. And I felt like I didn't really get to do that. It was just like an old church that had been like restored a little bit. Like there was no informational signs. Like I guess there might have been like an audio tour, but I didn't have time to like sit there and listen through an audio tour, you know what I mean? So it's like, I will say the museum that is on the ground is very nice. But the Alamo Church itself is disappointing. Excuse you, that did not make a doorway. Hold on, I gotta make these deeper. Well, there's Mausoleum's Gate. That seems thematically appropriate. I might just do the regular Gothic door, or... Yes, story time. Okay. All right, so here's a story. I had just finished my sophomore year of high school, so I would have been 16 at the time. And we were driving from Virginia up back towards Pittsburgh. My sister had gone to college in Virginia. We had gone to her graduation. We were driving, moving all her stuff up. She was going to live with my Uncle John in Pittsburgh while she sorted herself out and did the job hunting thing, post-grad job hunting. And S is not here right now, but this is the sister. She's the sister I'm talking about. She's probably asleep right now, I'm not gonna lie. And so we're driving up. My parents are arguing, predictably, about directions, as every straight couple seems to do on a long drive. I don't know. They're arguing about directions, which ramp was the right ramp, this, that. Meanwhile, in the back seat, my sister had gotten a new pair of headphones at the last rest stop, because hers had abruptly died. And so she's trying to get it open, and it's in that tough plastic packaging. You know what I mean? Like the really tough, like tightly sealed plastic packaging that they put electronics in. And she's struggling with it. And my parents are arguing. They're not seeing any of this. It's just my sister and I in the back seat. And suddenly, my sister says, "Does anybody have a sharp object?" And it's silence in the vehicle as my parents stop, and they are suddenly very concerned that they have driven their oldest child to want to hurt herself through their arguing. And my parents were just like, "What?" And once it came out, it just broke the tension in the vehicle completely. Just broke the tension in the vehicle completely. And we still retell that story all the time. And it was 10 years ago now that this happened. But yeah. That's your Rin lore for the night of story. I don't know what to do with here. I might make it like a little priest's quarters. I might do like an actual doorway and do like a little bedroom for like the priest to live in, because they usually lived in the church, I believe. So I feel like that would make sense. Let's see. Church door, church door. We have this one. I might just use the one from Get Together. And we'll just make this like where the priest like lives and sleeps and stuff. Give them some basics. Assume that they live in this. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in this little tower bit where like he's got this beautiful stained glass window. Like, I think I've downloaded beds, medieval beds. Yes, I have. All right, so we've got a common bed because, you know, priests were supposed to live rather frugally as a sign of their piousness, you know? So we'll do like the little old bed. Oh my gosh, why did it disappear? Why did it disappear? Why is it Invisibed? Is this one gonna be Invisibed? Isn't there usually a chamber for the big guy anyways? Yeah, so you're right. Like a church office type bed. But it would also like we'll do like a room divider, like one of those, and stick his bed behind it, and then the rest will be like his office. But why did the bed keep disappearing on me? Alright, that didn't disappear on me. Why is it disappearing? You're making me sad. Where did it go? Where did it go? Invisibed. Alright, hold on. It's fine. We can use this one. And just stick the little... It's probably a little more. Oh my gosh, why is it disappearing on me? Dude, seriously. Oh my gosh. Why, Invisibed? Why? Right? Like, what is going on? Is it everywhere? Is it just the top floor? No, it's everywhere. It's not just the top floor. Okay, do you work? It's a little fancy for a priest, but I mean, that one worked. I don't know if it's completely functional as is yet. It just gave environment, but these are too big. Ah, why is it so high? Won't let me bring it down. The one. Oh, look at the little toddler bed. I can't wait to use that. Assuming it works. Okay, these can be placed like on the floor. Little toddler. Oh, right. This is top bunk. That's why it's floating. That's a toddler bed. Hold on. Why do you disappear? I really wanted to use this one, but it disappears. And it's not like all the beds. I wonder if it's because of the lot type. Well, we'll just make it an office then. We'll just make it a churchy office. For him to, like, do the churchy stuff. The scribe's desk. Well, this would be appropriate because, like, even the priest, I feel like, needs to spend some time, like, writing out the holy word. Spy scribe desk. Scribe desk. Ooh, we could give him the fancy one, though. Yeah, maybe they write their sermons there. Should we give that one, or should we give this one? I feel like this one fits the vibe of the church a little better. What do we have for chairs? Please don't disappear. It didn't disappear. Oh, thank goodness. We could probably afford to give him, like, maybe a small rug in his little personal space. Just a little... Not a fancy one. Just a small rug. Right? I understand. I don't know, that one looks a little fancy for a priest. Like, I feel like they were supposedly more humble back then. Though some historical records are hilarious. I'm currently reading a book from a social science section of my library called Medieval Children. It was written by some Oxford professor, and oh my gosh, is it fascinating. Well, the well-traveled rug could be a decent. Aw, you love history lessons. Well, right now, I haven't gotten as far as I would have liked because I have to work and I can't just sit and read all day. Boo. Sad. Let's see. Should probably have like a little prayer corner for him. Them. I know back then, technically women weren't allowed to be priests, but, you know, creative license, I don't care if my priests in The Sims are women or whatever, you know, that's on, you know, up to them. Aw, you like history. You've always been bad at history, but you explain it away. Aw, thank you guys. Well, it's really, really interesting because, like, this book goes through every stage of childhood through the Middle Ages. So I've only really gotten through like the conception, you know, the ideas about conception and then the whole traditions surrounding birth and baptism and all that. Is really the only, and that's very in the beginning. Like I said, I'm hoping to get through more of it this weekend. On my Saturday after I do my taxes that I still have to do. You can't blame me for not being ready to give the government more of my money. But anyway, let's see. Yikes. Please don't remind me. Micah, we don't even pay taxes to the same government. How bad can Canada be? But yeah, it is really, really fascinating. Oh, something that might interest you guys is, the Catholic Church did not actually state that a baby was a baby, to be considered a human baby, at conception. They didn't declare that, the Catholic Church. They didn't declare that until the late 1800s. Back in medieval times, they didn't believe in soul upon conception. And so, for some reason, girls took longer to get their soul than boys. I don't know, patriarchy. But boys supposedly got their souls between about 40 to 50 days. And girls typically got theirs around the, like, 80 to 90 day mark. And so there were like different fines. Like if you were if you were held responsible for a woman's miscarriage, there were different fines based on when and where she was at in her pregnancy, based on, you know, whether or not the fetus was considered human at that point or not. So it could be everything from, like, if it was before the point that the church considered the baby to be human, then you would be fined, you know, slap on the wrist, you know, that was bad. After that, you, in some cases, you stood to lose all your possessions. Like, it was considered a murder at that point. But yeah. But I find that really fascinating because the Catholic Church doesn't talk about that bit of history ever. Let's see. Tea is hot. conveniently leave it out. Yeah, conveniently leaving out that they've only considered soul upon conception for about 150 years of the, 2000 plus that they've existed. Just conveniently leave it out. I'm gonna make this smaller. There, symbol of the Watcher. Little place to pray privately. Maybe I'll even give our little priest guy a lute. Or, ooh, an easel. Because painting was a thing. And I still need to add the easel. Anyway, so mixed priest person can have a little easel in their personal space. To do their, presumably religious art. Art has always been really well endorsed, actually, by the church. And I do have a little lute here. I might give him a lute too. Music and art were always held highly by the church. I'm tempted to just give the coffin as the bed. Since none of my historical beds are working. Which makes me sad. There is this one, which can almost pass for like a historical bed, depending. Ellie, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for collecting your lawn green blanket to add to your blanket fort. I have to say, I think it would be hilarious adding the coffin as the presumed bed in the priest's little, like, office area. Is it just me who thinks that's funny? I don't know. The idea that the priest is secretly a vampire is hilarious to me. Tired but good. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Just working on this build. Let's see, do we have an adult sleeping bag? There's this. We could just give him like a bedroll type. And then like a room divider. The coffin was pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I might come back to it. It was also taking up just a little more room than I wanted. Like, I felt like it needed to be under the window, but then it was, like, too close to the desk. I don't know. I might come back to it. I'm gonna think about it. What was I looking for? I was looking for chamber pot. Okay. Got that. I don't know that we really need anything necessarily up here. I'm running out of things to put in this church. Alright. And with that, I believe we mostly just have... Oh, there was something I wanted. Let's see, I need a floor. It needs to be stone. Not that one. There. Something that has at least a little bit of texture. I haven't done anything with this top area. All I really want to do with this top area is find like a CC bell, like just a bell to stick in it. Really pretty. Thank you, Ellie. Aw, thank you, Cray. Just ignore the sus carriage out front, you know? We're just not looking at that. Not looking at the sus carriage. Okay, cool. So I think the only thing we have left now is the crypt. So I'm not really planning to add anything to the little confessional room. I guess I could add a pew, but it would be weird if someone was just sitting there listening in to the confession. We've got the prayer chapels there and here. Sus carriage? Yeah. Sus carriage. Don't think about it. Just don't think about it. It's part of my mod by Sense 4 Medieval. Windenburg mod. It makes my Windenburg look medieval. As a result, it changes all the normal Windenburg things to fit in with a medieval environment. So, bring out that. Yes! Oh my gosh, sorry guys, that got loud. That got loud. I could see that on the mic range. I'm gonna get a little foam cover to put over my mic. Should help keep me from like blowing you guys' ears out. Wasn't too loud? Okay, thank you, Bluma. I'm always worried about things like that. Wasn't too bad. Okay. Well, good. I will say the one thing about this CC candle is the light it gives off is a little too white to be realistic. That sounds kind of bad, but it's true. But no, Ellie, we were actually just talking about that earlier when the sus carriage came up. And I think we're gonna do a movie night next week in the Discord and watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail. There's a few people in the community who have never seen it before. It's relevant to what we're working on. And it's just plain hilarious cult classic content. We could also watch The Princess Bride at some point, which I love. So I've been starting to think about like different like historical placed movies and stuff, or TV shows that maybe we can watch in the Discord as we move into my historical era, not area. Ooh, maybe I'll do it like that. That way I can get the yellower light. Yes to both. Okay. Yeah, I'll start thinking of a lineup that we can do over time as we get closer and closer. Now, obviously, it's going to take me a while considering we're 2 streams into this build. Now, the one thing to consider, though, is this is one of the biggest builds that we're doing for this save file. We're getting it knocked out early, because, like, the farms I can probably do in 1 stream each. Market even, maybe 1, maybe 2. You Love a Knight's Tale? Oh, that's another good classic. I need to add a list. Okay, so we need to do a night for Monty Python. I might do some polls for times. Princess Bride. Knight's Tale. Robin Hood is set a little earlier than what we're looking at. Knight's Tale's a little bit closer. Princess Bride always gave me more 1300, 1400 vibes. Alright. Yeah, we just have the crypt left. I think... Let's see. This will take a bit of time. I'm probably going to have to do a little research before I'm ready to really finish up the crypt. But it might not even take the full of next stream to finish the crypt. I just want to see if there's like some crypt specific CC out there. Who knows? I might luck out. I just want to get some more like photo references so I know I'm on the right track with how it looks. I don't know. I'm a little too focused on historical accuracy sometimes. But yeah, okay, so that's at least 3 movies that will set up some movie nights for that week. I'm gonna be off streaming. I do get back late Thursday. So even though I won't be streaming that week, we could theoretically do a movie sometime Friday or Saturday, because I'm planning on working from home that day because I'll be tired anyway. Getting back. You don't watch enough movies? I understand that, Cray. Personally, I find very little enjoyment watching movies on my own. So even though I have a list of movies and TV shows miles long, I never watch them because I don't enjoy watching movie and TV alone. Personally, unless it's something that I've already seen, if that makes sense. Like, I'm okay with watching like How to Train Your Dragon movies alone, or like Avatar: Last Airbender. You know, there's a couple like more fandom-esque ones that like I don't mind watching alone because I've seen it so many times already. But it's just so much more fun to watch things with people. Some things are just better with company. Exactly. So yeah, so we should be able to, even though that week, the second week of April is when I'm not going to have any streams. So that's 3 weeks from now is the week I'm not having any streams. But I do get it back in time for the weekend. So we could at least do a movie night that night in Discord. Or, you know, that weekend. We could at least do a movie night that weekend. Whether movie night day. I'll probably throw out a poll in Discord for times, for people's preferences, their availability. I know everybody's got different work schedules and stream schedules and such. I know Bluma does movies in her Discord as well. Yeah, no, I understand that, Ellie. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this stream here though. We made a lot of progress. I know we didn't quite get to the crypt today, but we will get to it, and then the final texturing on the outside lawn. A little details here, maybe a little bit of planties out here around the church. Is my plan. We'll do the crypt, we'll do the outside, and maybe that won't even take the whole stream, but I'll probably throw a couple polls into the Discord. If you're looking forward to Ultimate Decades, we are polling in my Discord as well for the surname we'll be using for our Ultimate Decades family. So if you're interested in having an opinion in that, I am polling in that as well. I really enjoy getting feedback from all of you guys. But yeah, I'm excited about this build. We will finish it next week for sure. I just have work tomorrow, so I can't stay up much later than I already am. And so, but I am so happy, you guys. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys tonight, chatting with you. It's always a blast. You guys are the reason I stream. Also so I can get feedback on my builds as I'm building, so that I don't get just stuck in a loop in my head. But yeah, so we're going to be doing historical builds for the Ultimate Decades every Thursday. It's all our build streams right now are historical builds for our future Ultimate Decades Challenge save file. This is the first build of which. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys, and just thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will look at my schedule and everything, see about doing some planning. I'm gonna try and throw in more like community games day, and maybe now some like movie things in the Discord as well. Aw, thank you, Zappy. I'm so glad to have you here too. Lynn, so glad to have you here as well. But yeah, let's look and see what friends we have online we can raid and show some love to. All right, now Louise is on, but I did her yesterday. Do we have anyone who's doing The Sims? Hey, Lauren is on. All day, every day, cast. Speed running. She looks like she's trying to do something intense. I don't know that I want to interrupt her. Do you guys know anybody you want to raid right now? I'm open to suggestion if I've got somebody vouching for them. Let's see. Looking at my follows. I don't know anyone else who's doing Sims right now. Let's see. Maybe we should just look through the Sims category. Maybe we can make a new friend if you guys don't have a suggestion. Let's see. Who do we have here? Nightmare Legacy. Groovy Nazi. Let's see, makeup. Alphabet Legacy. Who's building? Who's building? Anybody building? Let's see. I'm looking for a friend. What do you guys think? Let's see. Man, everybody's doing gameplay right now that I'm seeing. Maybe we can support a newer streamer. Who do we have who doesn't have a lot of viewers right now? Alright, so there's in Ali Beebs. Maybe we can... Let's see. They're English. Okay, cool. Let's see. And they are building. I'm taking a look here. What are they building? Looks like a house maybe for their Let's Play. It's actually really, really cute. And they are not an affiliate yet. So why don't we raid and make a new friend with Ollie Beebs and go show them some love. Why not, guys? So I'm gonna raid them. So let's see, 1 second. While I quickly give a shout out to them just in case anybody gets lost. I do not know them myself. I just thought it'd be fun. Let's make a new friend and go say hi to Ollie Beebs. And thank you all for being here. So I'm starting the raid and I'm gonna do a shout out just in case anybody gets lost. Thank you, Bluma. Yeah, I hope everyone has wonderful time zones. And if you are a follower or just hanging out with us tonight, grab the first raid message. If you are a subscriber, grab the second raid message. And we will go meet Ollie Beebs and get some Cozy Lotus love going. Make a new friend. So, thank you guys for being here with me, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye. Or day, or time zone. But bye.